Let's make this dish. All right, so now I'm going to make the chicken. All I'm going to do is brown it in olive oil, a little salt, a little pepper, whatever. And then I'll go ahead and make the sauce and finish the chicken in the sauce. So first, a little bit of olive oil. All right, just a little bit of white bacon grease. While that's heating, I'm going to go outside. I just noticed I was sitting outside a minute ago, and I have some thyme that came back up because we'd have a couple warm days. I'm going to go get a little bit of thyme. When you put the chicken in, when you're cooking it like this, you want to dry it off, pat it dry first, and don't overly crowd it. Otherwise, it'll steam and it tastes not too good when you're trying to brown it. All right, that should be hot. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. It's not overly crowded. One less would have been better, but it'll be all right. So we'll brown those. All right, some salt. Black pepper. That thyme that I just picked from outside. All right, so I just put on a pot for the pasta, pot of water, and the chicken is still going in here. Looking pretty good. And I'm going to cut up an onion and then some garlic. All right, these are pretty close to done, not quite, but close enough, and I'm going to finish them in the sauce. And I'm going to leave all this juice in the pan because that's what's going to be the base of the sauce. I'll probably have to add a little bit of water to it. All right, bump up the heat. Then I'm going to deglaze it with some dry white French vermouth. To get a little hotter. So let me dump in a little bit of vermouth. I'm going to have to get another bottle. You got all those nice little bits and chunks in there. And scrape them off the bottom. And then in goes the onions. All right. In goes the garlic. I got a little bit of white wine. I wanted about, I don't know, probably a third of a bottle. But I ran out of white. A little more black pepper. And some dried parsley. That's about a cup of water, well, half a cup of water. Bring that back up to the boil. I'll put the chicken back in and finish it. And then lastly, I'll put the heavy cream and then over the linguine. Now the chicken will go back in. All right, this is done. Now I'm gonna pull the chicken out, put it in something, and put in the heavy cream, and then put it on the fettuccines. This looks and smells really good. Chicken's falling apart nicely. All right, now whisk in, or just stir in a little bit of heavy cream. That looks good. All right. All right, there is that. That's good. The only thing, I wish I had just a little bit more wine. Remember early in the video, I only had about that much. Need a little bit more. Other than that, it's really good. Pretty easy.